can you tell us what can be done to ensure that youth with disabilities find their space in our ongoing discourse? And she will be speaking in Spanish.
No, English. Thank you, Chair.
Oh, in English?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Thank you, Chair. Young persons with disabilities are the past, present, and future of this movement. Past for two reasons. Because of what we have today is largely thanks to the previous generations of disabled persons' activism and role. Secondly, because most likely the things that we'll achieve today for youth with disabilities will rather benefit future generations than us as time goes past. Young persons with disabilities already participate informally and formally in many monitoring mechanisms of UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. For instance, Ombudsman's Office of Georgia, which is the national human rights institution and oversees general human rights situation, includes consistently young people in its consultative mechanism on disability rights. Few countries have included youth with disabilities in their UN youth delegations to the General Assembly and other events, including Georgia and Bulgaria. However, young people face a lot of issues and barriers to participate. Since childhood, they are mostly marginalized and don't receive enough services, independent living skills, training, and education. Once we become adults, we fall out even of these little rehabilitation programs often that exist in our countries. For instance, in Georgia, many rehabilitation programs stop at age of 18. Another issue is our participation in international fora, as many of us civil society representatives have issues accessing visas. For instance, there has to be another person speaking on my behalf today from the European Network on Independent Living, Malik from Turkey. However, due to the visa issues that she was not able to come here and make it. And just by pure accident that I already had a US visa, was I able to represent as a young person the European Network on Independent Living. Finally, the social media access and generally internet technological access is very important. It is not going to be inclusive just by default. We have to be deliberate by making it inclusive. Two examples are that I have launched a petition against Facebook to bring the old one back because it was not accessible. TeamViewer's renewed version also does not allow screen reader to read ID and password. Finally, there has been a blind strike of Reddit users, as it does not allow the blind persons to use screen readers and other apps for it. Young persons with disabilities have to be included not only informally, but also formally in all kind of decision making. For instance, in the UN Committee on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities and other national human rights institutions, we need to have at least one young person in each of them. I thank you.